So here's the real problem. Most people don't struggle with creating a product. They struggle with what comes after the product is built. They don't know how to position their offers properly. They don't know how to craft a message that attracts buyers, how to systemize their content, how to build a sales mechanism, how to build out a funnel, right? They don't know how to build out predictable demand or how to fix weak points in their product that stop sales. That's why so many people, they say, I have a course, but I'm not getting customers. Or I launched once, but nothing happened. Or I feel like my offer is good, but I don't know how to grow it. Does this sound like you? Right? Is this any of those things I just said? They sound like what's going on with you currently? So I know it happened to me. When I first dropped my first zero product, that's how I was. I was like, yo, I made this course. I want to help a whole lot of people out. I want to make some impact, but I don't know why this is not working. Okay. Well, here's the thing. It's not your product that's broken. It's the systems around it. And that's the part that nobody teaches. And it's also the part that I want to teach you. Now, why most product creators get stuck? Most people get stuck because they try to grow without structure. They upload content randomly. They do not have a story or narrative that attracts their buyer. Their elevator pitch does not exist. Their value proposition is unclear. They don't know how to warm an audience. They do not know how to build a funnel. They don't have a predictable lead flow, and they don't have a sales process. And the result, what happens? Because of all these things that they do not know, these product creators, right? What happens is they feel like they're doing everything and nothing is converting. They're not getting any new students. They're not making any money. They're not making any impact, right? And so their course is collecting dust, whichever platform they posted it on, right? But it's not because you're not capable. It's because no one taught you, okay? Leverage and launch is built around one idea. Most creators don't need a new product. They need a system. Okay, I'm gonna keep drilling this in y'all's head. I want y'all to understand this systems work. Okay, once we set these systems up, set it up one time, and then from there you begin to optimize it. But you have to keep setting it up day in and day out. All right. So we're gonna be teaching a system that positions your offer correctly, clarifies your core mechanism, gives structure to your content, drives leads every day, aligns your messaging to your buyer. I'm gonna stop there for a second real quick. I gotta teach y'all real quick on messaging. Messaging is extremely important. Messaging is the difference from hitting your target demographic or just talking to everybody. And the problem is when we talk to everybody, nobody listens. Okay, people need to be spoken to clearly and directly and often. If you can do that with your messaging, more than likely you'll begin to get more traction, more engagement, and ultimately more sales. Okay. Let's get back into the video because this ain't a teaching video, by the way, right? So we're going to align your messaging to your buyer. We're going to make your offer easy to sell. Build trust the right way. Create urgency and desire. And we're going to turn interest into revenue. Okay? You don't need more information. Okay? You need direction. I also talk about this too, real quick on that, needing information. So many people, especially in the situations that you all are in, they get what's called content overload. So you're watching all these YouTube videos, you're watching podcasts, you're reading books, you're doing everything you can to learn the things that you do not know. But what happens is you get all this information and then you get paralysis analysis, you don't take any action, and we're back at square one. We're not converting, we're not making impact, we're not making sales. Okay. Now, a little bit more about me. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know me. And you're wondering why you should listen to me about systems, marketing, and fixing broken offers. Let me give you some context. My name is Stephen Story. I've been in this space for since 2020. In that time, I taught over 8,000 students across more than a dozen courses. I became a top 200 creator on Gumroad globally. So not just in my niche, but across the world. So with tens of thousands of students, I was one of the top 200 during that time. All right. So I collected hundreds of testimonials from students all around the United States who have used my frameworks to get hired, get their first customers, and hit their first 5-figure months. So far, my best student over the courses I've created, they were able to earn almost $300,000. But I'm not making any income claims. That's just an example of some of the work I've gotten done. Okay. So across all those years, across thousands of students, I kept one of the lowest refund rates in the industry, not because I'm perfect, but because the systems work and because I actually show up for the people I teach, right? Customer fulfillment is extremely important to me. I want to make sure my customers are happy. So it's not just about selling, it's about supporting them as well, right? And that's another thing I'll be teaching on, right? So I built my entire business while living in Brazil. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day, okay? But I left the United States almost 8 years ago now. And I built my businesses out living outside the United States. I wanted freedom, and these info product businesses have given me that level of freedom, right? So I built it out without spending a fortune on ads, and I built it through frameworks, systems, and clarity, the exact things you're missing right now, okay? And that's why I'm qualified to help you fix the weak points in your product. Systemize your marketing and make your offer something people actually buy. And if you haven't created your product yet, that's fine too, right? Don't worry about it. I'll show you how to structure it correctly from day one so you don't waste months guessing or building something the market doesn't want, okay? And to give y'all an idea, I wasted like 9 months after I had made a great offer, a great product, but I just didn't know how to systemize it. I didn't know what was working and what didn't work. And that just burnt so much time, right? As a reminder, this is what you're going to get inside Leverage and Launch. Inside the program, we're going to rebuild your foundation around your offer structure, your message, your mechanism, your niche positioning, your content system, your daily call to action strategy. Real quick, you got to offer every day. If you're not if you don't have a CTA asking people to do something every day, they're just not going to do it. That's how it works. People do what you ask them to do. They don't do it if you don't ask them to do it. Okay. We're going to be working on rebuilding your funnel map, your sales framework, your storytelling structure, lead flow strategy, your buyer journey, your launch execution. And don't worry if you don't know these words, by the way, y'all. Okay? Do not worry if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to learn all these things, but all these things are important in launching offers that are profitable. Okay? What else you're going to get? You're going to get 4 modules, templates, frameworks, scripts, live calls. Right now, we're doing 2 live calls a week in the community, right? You're going to get direct correction and feedback from me. I am a DM away, an email away, a call away, a text away. I love talking to my students. I love getting results for all y'all. And so I make myself available for that, right? I'm not one of these people that going to have you going over the river and through the woods to get in contact with me, right? I want to see you win, and that's how we're going to do it, right? Now, here's the offer. This is the Black Friday offer, and this one I pay attention to. For Black Friday only, enrollment is available for $1,000. This is normally a $2,000 offer, okay? So we're doing 50% off. It's going to include lifetime access, all modules and frameworks, weekly live calls. And by the way, all the calls are recorded, okay? So just if you miss something, you still have the ability to come in and watch a class, ask questions, so on and so forth, right? Full systemization support, access to the community, personalized feedback, launch support, scripts, templates, and execution plans. This is the only time I'm offering this level of access at this price. Okay, once Black Friday ends, enrollment closes and price returns to $2,000. There are no extensions, no exceptions, no second chance on this offer. Okay, the quicker we can get started, the quicker we can get you systemized, the quicker we can get you making more impact, with your students or the service you're trying to provide, right? The quicker we can do that, obviously, the quicker you start earning a stronger income. Okay. If you already have a product and you know it can be performing better, but you haven't had the structure, system, or support to make it work, then now's the time to fix it. Now, again, let's just stay there for a second. Okay. If you feel like you're lost, that's because you don't have a system. If you feel like nobody can see, if you feel like you're still stuck in obscurity and you've had a product out for 6 months, 7 months, a year, it's because you don't have a system. If you're not making the money you want to make, it's because you don't have a system. Okay. Click the button, enroll, and let's turn your product into a predictable revenue system. I'll walk you through every single step. I'm holding your hand all the way through the whole process. Okay. The only thing you have to do is take action. Now, I understand the economy. Okay. I understand that everybody doesn't have $1,000 laying around. That's why we have 3 different payment options. We got Klarna, Afterpay, and ClearPay are all available for payment options. Okay. You get in there, talk with Klarna, Afterpay, ClearPay, break down a payment plan with them, and you can go ahead and get this offer today, and we can get started, right? My name is Steven Story. I appreciate all y'all watching the video till you got to this far. I would love to see y'all inside Leveraging Lunch. We have so much work to do. We have so much more impact we can make, right? And we can get you out of the weeds of obscurity, the weeds of not knowing what you're doing, and get you systemized and effective, right? So again, guys, thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all inside Leveraging Lunch.